Barbie things, big Barbie things that Barbie things, Barbie things that Barbie things, Barbie greenhouse, Barbie things, yeah, Barbie beach house, Barbie things.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time discovering my channel, my name is Queen Plays. I may be more active on Twitch, but try and upload more on here, like from time to time. This video was requested, so I am going to try and give you some tips on how to use Mileena at a high level. This video isn't a combo guide or covering a specific cameo with her. I'm just showing how to use Mileena at a high level. So I'll most likely make more videos where I showcase like certain cameos with her some other time. But here are a few advantages that she has. Her anti-air is arguably one of the best anti-airs in the game due to how far it reaches. So it's really, really good. That's one thing I really like about her. Her jump 3 is really good. It's hard to anti her. A lot of people try and, you know, up block her because of how good her jump in is, which is another good thing that they try and do that, because as you guys know, for people that try and up block, you can kind of like make them think that you're going to go in for like a jump kick, but then you grab them out of the up block. So it's really a mind game there, but her jump kick is really good. She has a solid mid. Her forward one is a pretty decent meaty. What I mean by meaty is she has like a really good counter for poking. So I like to do that on wake up, but the only thing about it is a slow startup. So staggering it isn't really as effective as I wish it was. She has really good mix-ups. Her forward 4 and her back 4 on wake up is really good. It's really, really good. She also has her 1-2 string, which is a high and then overhead, but you can, you know, mix it out with a low side. Her damage is really good. Even without cameo, she can get about like 30% or more. So her damage is pretty good compared to other characters. She can punish full screen with her teleport, because compared to people like Katana, like let's say Scorpion does like spear from full screen, Katana can't really do anything about it, or as far as like punish him or anything, but Mileena, she can teleport on a lot of things full screen and like get the full punish and everything like that. Even though teleport you can't combo off of it, I mean, being able to punish something is better than, you know, no punish. She has 2 plus frame moves, which is her forward 2-4-2 and her back 4. That's really good because there are some characters in this game that don't have plus frames at all, so that is really good. Let's talk about her disadvantages. So she has half screen projectiles, which is not really good because compared to characters like Sindel, Reptile, like theirs go full screen, but hers is, it only goes like half screen. So you kind of have to work harder in the neutral. Her zoning's not really that great. Her flawless blockable 1-2 string, she has this 1-2 string which looks like this. A lot of characters can't punish it, but there are some characters that can punish it. So if they do flawless block that string, you will get punished for it. And she does have unsafe mix-ups if you do use the low side. A lot of people like to, me included, I like to use low side with the 1-2 string, kind of like mix it out a bit. But if the opponent guesses right, then you'll get punished for it. So it's really just a mind game, and it's really just people that, you know, make the right reads on this character. But I'm going to show you guys how to use her in the most effective way. Let's go back to when I was talking about anti-air. So if you don't know what anti-air is, it's pretty much a counter for jumping. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So this stand 1 is her best anti. It's really good. She can combo off of it and get decent damage. I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to make Johnny jump and I'm going to counter. So as you guys see, I am countering his jump in. I get a full combo punish, and then I can go in for Oki or, you know, my mix-ups or anything, my meaty or whatever. But I did specifically pick Johnny because I do want to show you guys this. He has a really good jump in, which is his jump 3. Pretty much impossible to anti most of the time. Yeah, if they time it right, I'll get hit every time. So they're pretty much countering my anti-air. I'm going to show you when he crosses over, and they can actually convert off this. So The best thing to do against these type of characters is to use the up block mechanic. It's actually really good for characters like this that have really good jump-ins. So I'm going to show you how effective it is. So you can punish off of the up block when people try and jump on you that have like really good jump-ins. So that's one really good thing about Mileena. Another thing, I spoke about the jump kick, her jump 3. And you can actually combo off this. I know this jump in is really good with Scorpion because she can get like the most damage from him. But overall, she can combo off of her jump 3. So this is really good to use. Me personally, I don't jump as much, but when I do, I try and like use her jump in more than anything. Or if I do, I try and just go in with a grab because a lot of people like to up block against Mileena because of how good her jump in is. It's really, really good. I spoke about her mix-ups. So forward 4 is her overhead. Back 4 is her low. One good thing about her back 4, I'm going to show you guys. So if we go to back 4, I am on Xbox. It could be different for PlayStation, but I like to say back 4 because whatever controller you use, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it says the block advantage is +2. So that means she's 2 frames faster than the opponent if they block it. If they get hit by it, then that won't really matter. I mean, you can go in for like another meaty, like if I knock them down and then go for a meaty and then boom. But if they do block it, I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to make myself Johnny. I'm going to make Mileena do her back 4 on me. And then I'm going to try and poke. See? As much as I'm spamming poke, she's gonna counter me because she's 2 frames faster because back 4 is +2. So no matter what I do, no matter how fast I try and mash, no matter how fast I try and poke, she's gonna counter me. So that's really good. That's one good thing I really like about her because I try and abuse that as much as possible. But you know, she does have her forward 4, which is the overhead. I like to do forward 4 and back 4 on wakeup. So if let's say if I go in for a combo, I try and go in with my mix-ups. And that is the one thing that makes Mileena super annoying to fight against because you have to guess between the two and it's not like, you know, they're punishable or anything like that. These are safe, especially her back 4. They're plus if you block it. I spoke about her damage. Her damage is really good, as you can see, with no cameo. I can get about like 30% or more. Even when I use Serena, and then I use meter, I'm already at like 42%. So that is really good. She has really, really good damage. I'm not going to get too much into combos this video because I want to just touch on what makes her really good as a character, but I will make other videos in the future showcasing, you know, other different cameos and things like that. Okay, so I did speak about her being able to punish things from full screen with her teleport, so I picked Scorpion to just show you guys what I mean by that. So I'm going to make Scorpion go full screen. I'm gonna do his spear, and if you're frame perfect, you can definitely get the teleport and then go in with, you know, whatever you want to go in with. I think that is really good because there are characters that don't have any option to punish things if they're at a certain range, and that's why I really like Mileena because she has so many options to punish people, like no matter what range you are at. So that is really good. I do want to speak about the plus frame moves I was speaking about. I did kind of tell you guys about her back 4, but she also has 2 forward 242, forward 242. A lot of people, some people, you know, that don't look at the frame data or anything, of course they're gonna try and mash after this, but this is +2. I'm gonna show you guys. If you go to forward 242, it is +2 as well. So after this, you can go in for a poke, or you can just go for like your fastest thing. Sometimes I try and go for forward one, but it's not that fast. The startup on it is kind of slow. So most of the time I just try and go for a poke because people like to like mash on that. So that's one thing that you really want to use, and like I would say abuse it. Like if you're picking up Mileena and you're using her, make sure you're using her plus frames because it'll still be your turn. Okay, another thing I want to get into depth to is her forward one. So I did speak about this earlier, and I said that this was her pretty much her only mid, and it's a really good meaty. So what I mean by that, meaties are pretty much a counter for poking. They're a counter for poking, really anything on wake up other than armor. So I'm gonna play Scorpion. I'm gonna make Mileena knock me down, and then I'm gonna try and do her meaty on wake up, and I'm gonna try and poke as Scorpion. So if you can see my inputs, I'm spamming down one. But no matter what, she's gonna open me up and get the full combo. This is because her forward one is a mid, and it's her meaty, so it's gonna counter any poking, and it's really good on wake up. I love doing forward one on wake up, especially against people who love to mash or just love to wake up with poking. It's a really good counter, it's very effective, and I definitely would recommend using it because I don't really see many Mileenas using her forward one like that, but they definitely should because you can go in for a full combo punish just because someone wanted to wake up and press. Now if they wake up with armor, that's another thing. That's like really like a mind game thing. You know, most of the time I just try and, you know, block or something if I feel like they're gonna wake up, and I get the full punish there too. So you kind of just want to force them to block. I mean, you have a lot of things that can force them to block, like her mix-ups, her meaty. Like you have a lot of things that can just force them to respect you. So that's another good thing about her. Another thing I want to talk about is like her ball roll. A lot of people might think, oh, her ball roll, random ball roll, but no, there is a really effective way of using her ball roll that people aren't really understanding. It's a really good whiffing move. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm just going to make Scorpion do something. As you can see, he whiffed. Nothing he did hit me. And I can go in for a punish with her ball roll. But you can also punish with the 1-2 as well if you're at that spacing. She has a really good whiffing move. It's actually her fastest move to do when someone's whiffing. Another thing I like to do with her ball roll, I would say this is like a counter for poking. So let's say I poke, right? So I poke Scorpion, and then he tries to poke me back. I'm going to try and ball roll him. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to play Mileena. I'm going to make Scorpion block. Oh wait, I'm playing Scorpion. Hold on. As you can see, I whiffed Scorpion. It's a really effective move, and a lot of people don't like understand. They might just look at it and be like, oh, random ball roll, but no, it's a really a mind game thing, and it's a really good thing for countering pokes. So I would recommend using ball roll in that sense. Don't just throw it out because it is very negative on block, but it is a really good thing to use when you're countering pokes. Another thing I want to talk about that I did talk about earlier is her zoning. So as you guys can see, her zoning isn't that great. It doesn't go full screen. I mean, it's just really like a mid-screen thing. Most of the time you'll have to spin a bar if you want to get like a full screen, like side, and then you have to spin 2 bars for, you know, the mid size. But one thing I do want to show you guys that sometimes I don't use often because I don't like using my meter like that, but I honestly don't see that many Mileena players using it. I'm gonna make Liu Kang zone me. Oops. I'm gonna make him like just, you know, spam me with projectiles. I want to show you guys how effective that this can be. I think this is actually better than spinning a bar for loci, because it gets you closer to them and it gives you the punish as well. But you do have to spin a bar on it, but it is pretty effective because it gets you closer to them, and then you get to go in for like a meaty or, you know, your mix-ups or things like that. So I do recommend doing down back 4 EX. I recommend doing that. It's really effective, and I honestly don't see many people using it. But that will be the end of this video. I most likely will make either like an updated version of this one, or just make videos with Mileena being with certain cameos, because there are a lot of cameos that work well with her. At the moment, I mainly just use Serena with her or Striker, but there are other really good cameos with her. So if you want to see those videos, just make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will definitely make more videos on Mileena specifically with other cameos. If you guys do want to check out my Twitch is Queen Plays with 2 S's. And I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to comment if you have anything, any questions or anything like that, and I will see you guys in the next video.